All right, have not fans. Thanks again. Just I keep saying this in every video I'm recording at the moment tonight on Thursday morning, but I just can't thank you enough. I don't know if it's because I posted the video so quickly after the episode aired, but those videos are doing extremely well, and that's what it's all about. I'm seeing a lot of likes and comments and sharing, and that's really what's helping this channel grow. So thank you all for that. But jumping into the subject, I feel I don't want to seem like I am milking the episode for everything it's worth. I feel like after the episode aired, the episode Room 3, I did all the videos. I did episode review, trailer breakdown. I talked about David and Veronica. I did a video about did Jim get what he deserved, which is skyrocketed past 10,000 hits in less than a day. And that pretty much was a video, and not just of the beatdown that he got from Candace and Hannah, but really exploring, what led to the fight, but also Hannah really needing to redirect that anger and energy into getting her damn son to sign the paperwork to put the money back where it belongs. And then I did another video because a lot of people were talking about, oh my gosh, I hope Hannah and Candace get closer after this fight and everything. I'm just like, that's not really the best foundation for those two to get closer together. So this video is kind of like that, responding to what a lot of people are still saying about the episode. And it's not to say that people are wrong, but this is just me. The hype is still there. It's just that I've reevaluated it. That's what I'm here for. I'm here to just review the show, talk about the good and bad, but then kind of look at things at the same level of excitement as everyone else when the scene first happened, but at the same time, it's like, okay, let's step back. Let's see what will happen once we get to next week's episode, because remember, there's only a couple episodes left before the mid-season finale. So in this particular video, I really want to address what a lot of people are saying in regards to why is Veronica can't be this dumb. I mean, it's pretty obvious that David's really trying to trick her and everything, and this is part of a bigger scheme. And I absolutely agree. That's why the video I did called "Are David and Veronica, all caps, really getting back together?" That's most likely a no. I feel like David being the thing that people need to realize about David, this is not the same man we saw in episode 1 of 2018 Afraid of Flames, when he and Erica went over to the new house and he invited her to stay. This is not the same David. This David doesn't have the distraction of Erica. He's pretty much taking care of Justin. Unbeknownst to him, Jeffrey's still seeing him behind his back. But this is a David who is laser focused on his target. He's as focused on trying to take care of Veronica as he was when he orchestrated the entire situation of Oscar going after Candace to get the money that she extorted from Jim. That's something people need to realize. Like a lot of people are taking this at face value, but you got to look a little bit deeper than that. I think when it comes down to it, David is scheming Veronica. And if you go back to my video, are those two really getting back together? I talk about how David is playing the mind games here. He knows Veronica. And this is something that people need to really consider above everything else. But this video is also going to talk about some things that I do agree with. Some people are saying, what if she has bugs planted over at the house again, and she overhears what David talks to Jeffrey about in regards of, don't worry, son, I'll handle it. I'll take care of your mother. Because like, no, Dad, she's a snake. She'll kill you. You can't get back with her. I'll handle your mother. I'm thinking this conversation happens after Veronica leaves. Like, Veronica shows up to the house, talks with David. Jeffrey shows up after coming back from the hospital, sees those two together, starts freaking out. Veronica probably leaves and says, okay, darling, I'll meet you for dinner later tonight or something like that so we can talk. And then after she leaves, that's when, David starts, spouting off that, don't worry about it, I'll handle it. And something a lot of people were telling me, and I mentioned this before, like, what is she planning? Bugs / recording devices. I don't think that happens without David knowing it. I think that what really is something that people can consider is, remember, in the last episode, Room 3, here's where the episode really lost me, was at the beginning of the episode where it's just David and Jeffrey talking before they get to the car. I think this is when they're still upstairs, and David's like, Jeffrey, let me know if that boy tries to contact you again. Okay, yeah. And I'm thinking to myself, David literally should... I know David is not going to believe that Jeffrey will tell him if Justin tries to contact him again, because, well, But I mean, as soon as David leaves, Jeffrey gets on the phone to call him. And I'm just like, are you freaking serious right now? So him not telling David the truth is not something we should be surprised by. If you go back a few episodes, remember, I forgot the episode title, but it wasn't too long ago. It was when David told Jeffrey, look, son, go home, get some rest, take a shower, just relax. Pretty much in regards, and I think he said like, not too hot, pretty much, you know, joking about his back. But it was just that episode because Jeffrey had been by his father's side this entire time. So he goes over to the house. Veronica's there sitting on the couch. And if there was ever a time for Veronica to plant more devices, that would definitely be the time when there's nobody at the house. But I don't know. I don't think she did. We'll just have to wait and see. I think the big thing and remember, when Jeffrey went back to the hospital, David asked, have you been in contact with your mother lately? Have you seen your mother? Oh, no. And I'm just like, dude, you just saw her last episode at the house. What the hell are you talking about? So for him not telling David about Justin is no surprise to me at all. But my thing is this. People remember that when David was like, I'm sorry. And, you know, I never should have tried to replace you. I love you. Get out, get out, get out. I really wonder what was going through Veronica's mind from the time she left the house to when she gets to David's house, because I really want to know what she's thinking. Is she really believing David in regards of trying to put the family back together? And I said it in the other video that people need to realize this is a mental game, because these two have been at war for so long against each other that when one side surrenders, it's kind of funny because Veronica has these contingency plans and puzzle pieces in place for it's like she has plans for everything, but David decided to do the one thing she never expected: admit that he was wrong and she was right. And that's when she broke. That's when she was like, get out, get out. And I think it was really cool because when she literally just sat down reflecting on what happened, I think it wasn't the fact that David just said, you know, you were right, I was wrong. I think it's a mixture of confusion and disappointment, because once again, Veronica probably had like 125 plans ready to go in defense of David saying, I'm going to kill you. So to actually have David surrender, it's kind of like, now I done spent the past 24 hours working on this, and this bastard got the nerve to finally give me what I want. Okay, I'll take him back. Because remember, Veronica still loves this man. And no matter what, she still, I mean, yeah, it's like the moment you slap me, that's the day you were dead to me. Bullcrap. I always said that those two would get together. I feel like if it came down to it, those two would probably get back together, because they still love each other no matter what. Despite the Benny Youngs, the RKs, she never said that any of them matched up to David. So I think that she literally is falling for the scheme. But remember, she kept saying David is a good man. Yeah, he's a good man. But at the same time, it's one of those situations where, you know what, he's too good of a man, because David starts throwing on the charm that pretty much probably attracted her to him when they first met. So David's doing a throwback, and I really do feel like David is orchestrating this in a very good way, and this is one of those storylines that I hope gets played out for a while as opposed to being rushed. Have it where David and Veronica seemingly are getting back together. Even Jim is surprised, and Catherine, and it's one of those situations where they're working together, they're getting things done, but you know, right when Veronica is too comfortable, that's when David pounces. Pretty much, you know, if you go back to all the times that Veronica was throwing the Erica situation in his face, even going back to after Maggie was killed, every time one of his whores died or got killed, Veronica would mock him because it's like, oh, you love the whore, she got to your heart and now she's dead. Every time, that's when David kind of snaps. Like when he pulled the car over and dragged her ass out of the van, that happened before when she was mocking him about Maggie Day. And then you have the whole situation. Why did David say I was going to kill you? Because again, Veronica kept mocking him in regards to getting his heart broken over a whore. So I think that what David's going to do is build things up, break her heart, literally crash her world. Like imagine those two moving in together into Veronica's dream house. Everything is going to be perfect. What if things go so far where they try to get remarried? Oh my God. And David, this will definitely put David at the top of my list again of being my favorite character. If things go so far that Veronica is in a world of, Veronica is going to be like Catherine, where she's literally going to be numb to everything else in the world, and then her world is going to come crashing underneath her feet. That's what I think is going to happen. So do I think David is playing Veronica? Definitely. Do I think Veronica's falling for it? I'm kind of iffy, but at the moment I think that, yeah, she's falling for it hook, line, and sinker, because once again, like I said at the beginning of this video, the David we see now is not the same David we saw in 2018. There are no distractions. He is focused on his goal, and that's when he's going to prove that he's more ruthless. And it's him and Catherine are going to be the MVPs of this year. Well, Catherine is iffy because she's too distracted, but you know what I mean. So basically, you have Jim. It seems like Jim and Veronica are probably going to be on the defense while they're taking blows from their opposing sides, because as Alice wisely stated, it's the ones you think who don't have any power, they're the ones who can bring you down, such as Jim saying, you know, what are you going to do? You can't do nothing to me. You can't scare me. Bop to the face. Her and Candace double team his ass. Veronica, well, we'll have to wait and see. So thanks so much for tuning in, guys. I hope this really gives you more perspective on the David Veronica situation, and I highly recommend checking out my video, Are David and Veronica Really Getting Back Together, if you want even more insight on the topic. Congratulations on making it to the end of this video. If you like what you saw, be sure to hit that thumbs up button, as well as leaving your thoughts in the comment section below so we can keep the conversation going. On the left hand side of the screen, you should see a picture of Jeffrey Harrington. You can click on him in order to subscribe, but also hit the bell notification icon. That way you don't miss out on any new content. Also, you should see some videos appearing on the screen as well that I'm pretty sure you'll enjoy if you enjoyed the one you just saw. But also, be sure to follow me on social media such as Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Links to all my social media will be in the description below. And in order to help this channel hit 100,000 subscribers, I'm going to need your help. So make sure to share this video as well as the channel around with all of your friends on your own social media. But once again, thanks so much for tuning in, and I'll catch you all in the next video.